bless you. Good verse. We're going to start at 37 to get to the point. Genesis chapter 27, verse 37. Read that.
And Isaac answered and said unto Esau,
Read on.
Behold, I have made him thy Lord.
Jacob is the Lord of Esau. This is the blessing that Isaac gave to Jacob to be Esau's Lord. Esau is the white man. For everybody that don't know that, he's the Edomites. For everybody that don't know that, everybody got that? The Caucasian, the Americans, the British, the Spanish, the French, the Germans, the Russians. These are the Edomites. Everybody understand that? And the Jacob is the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, which is known as minority of so-called Negro and Indian descent in North, Central, and South America in the Caribbean islands. Everybody understand that? Everybody got that, right? Okay, so Jacob was made Esau's Lord. Read on.
And all his brethren have I given to him for servants.
Everybody that came from Esau was going to have to serve Jacob. So now you see what was happening in the Bible. You start to see that as the nation of Israel became a nation after we came out of Egypt, that they became servants. That the other nations became servants to the children of Israel, including the Edomites. Read on.
And with corn and wine have I sustained him.
Read on.
And what shall I do now unto thee, my son?
So now Esau's going to get his blessing, his prophetical blessing for what's supposed to take place with his people in the future. Read on.
And Esau said unto his father,
Read on.
Hast thou but one blessing, my father?
Read on.
Bless me.
What did he say?
Bless me.
Read on.
Even me also, O my father.
Read on.
And Esau lifted up his voice and wept.
So he was crying like hell and begging, okay, the evidence of a bum, for a blessing. Crying and begging to get blessed. Everybody understand that? Read on.
And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth.
Read on.
And of the dew of heaven from above.
Okay, because he was eventually going to take over the whole planet Earth through his wickedness. Do everybody understand that? Read on.
Verse 40.
Okay, read on.
And by thy sword.
Read it again.
And by thy sword.
Read on.
Shalt thou live.
Here's the career criminal. Here's the fugitive. Everything that he was going to get, or the way he was going to make his living was going to be through his sword. Everybody understand that? Through violence, through taking it, through stealing it. Read on.
And shall serve thy brother.
And you're going to serve your brother. Read on.
And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion,
Read on.
that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
Okay, so when you actually get the chance to rule, when the time of the Gentiles actually come, then you're going to break his yoke, the yoke of Jacob, of the Israelites, off of the white man's neck, which means that there would have been no evidence that we actually ruled over these people. It would be hard to believe that. And in this day and age that we living in, it has become that way. It's hard to believe that they was once our slaves. They was once paying tribute to our people. They were conquered by our armies. Do everybody understand that? But when he got the dominion, he completely erased all that. He diminished all that. He left no evidence of that we ever ruled over him. He wanted to make you think that throughout all time, throughout all history, that he was always more superior than you. That you was always weak and you was always conquered by him. So he started lying in history. Everybody understand that? Now let's go from there. Let's go back to Romans chapter 11. Now we can go there. Romans chapter 11. So this is how we ended up with nothing. That's what we're talking about. How we didn't have a head start. How our people didn't have a head start in this world. That we basically was put out in this world to fend for ourselves. Everybody understand that? There was no inheritance. There was no jump start. There was no startup money to give us a fighting chance. Everybody understand that? Here it is, you going to school, and in that school you going to, you may have 10 Asians in one class and 15 whites and 20 blacks. And out of all the people that in that class, all the Asians done had a fighting chance. All the white people done had a fighting chance. And the only ones that's still in the communities that ended up with no chance at all was the so-called minorities. How did that happen? I mean, how did these odds get like this? Let's go to Revelation. Let's go to the book of Romans chapter 11. Romans chapter 11. And God is going to tell us. He's going to give us some insight. This is why, when you got the argument for reparations, when people say, why should we pay you? Because you robbed us. You mean, why should we pay you? Because you owe us. Everybody understand that? Ain't got nothing to do with us working for free, because that's what slavery is. But the bottom line is that's our money. That's what it's about. Everybody understand that? Romans chapter 11, and read the 11th verse again. Romans chapter 11, verse 11.
I say then, had they stumbled that they should fall?
Read on.
God forbid.
Yeah, God is not in his plans that we're going to stay down forever and we're going to be conquered forever, but we will eventually rule. Do everybody understand that? This is what the regathering of the nation of Israel is all about. That's why you brothers is in here. That's why you got brothers and sisters all over the world. You're wearing shields of David on their neck and subscribing to the tribes of Israel. Do everybody understand that? Identifying with the people of God, because God is causing the Spirit to come and wake you guys up. Do everybody understand that? So the proof that the fact that we waking up and we coming back and we learning about our history and we waiting on the promises to be fulfilled, because faith is the evidence of things not seen. The fact that we here waiting for God to give us back the world, the fact that we're not the only ones that was waiting for God to give us back the world, is showing us that God is going to give us back this world. Everybody understand that? You ain't going to have people waiting for something that's not coming. Everybody understand that? I mean, you see people waiting outside for a bus that ain't going to never show up. They out there because they know eventually this bus got to come. Everybody understand that? So when you got somebody waiting on something, they know eventually, only an idiot going to wait for something that he don't have no evidence that it's coming. Go out there and wait for the damn world to end. Only a madman going to do that. Everybody understand that? Rational people wait for things that they know is coming. Hold that real quick and give me the book of Acts, chapter 1. This ain't just start with us. It's the Spirit of God that's doing this. How many of y'all waiting? I just want some evidence. How many of y'all waiting? Listen, my hand gonna stay up forever until I get a neck in it, and the neck don't look like the color of my hand. It look like the other flesh. Everybody got that? We waiting to rule, right? What are you waiting on? You waiting to rule, right? You waiting to be on top of the world, right? You waiting to be the next governors of the planet Earth, right? You waiting to be the next superpower of the world, right? Let's get the book of Acts chapter 1. Acts chapter 1, and we're going to read the 6th verse. The book of Acts chapter 1, verse 6. And we're going to show you that this is something that the Israelites has always been doing since the white man was ruling. The book of Acts chapter 1, verse 6. Read that.
When they therefore will come together.
When the apostles came around Christ, they asked him this last question before he was getting ready to be delivered back up into the heavens. Read on.
They asked of him.
Read on.
Saying.
Read on.
Lord.
Read on.
Will thou at this time.
Read on.
Restore.
Do what?
Restore.
Read on.
Again.
Read on.
The kingdom.
Read on.
To Israel.
To who?
To Israel.
Everybody see that, right? They waiting for the kingdom, and they was waiting for the kingdom to be restored to Israel. Everybody understand that? What kingdom was they waiting? They was waiting for a little area on the map. We want our spot. We want a state. We don't want a state. Make no mistake about this. What's the difference between you guys and the Muslims? There's a big difference. They Muslims. How you gonna ask a crazy question like that? We Israelites. There's a big difference. Everybody understand that? There's generational conflicts. Come on. How you gonna ask what's the difference? Everybody got that, right? But we're not waiting for a state. We don't look for a little area to take possession of. We just want to be mayor. That's all we want. We just want the city. No, we don't. We want the world. What kingdom is it talking about? Let's get to the book of Daniel chapter 7. The book of Daniel chapter 7. When it says restore again the kingdom to Israel, what kingdom is it talking about? We're going to let the Bible tell us what they was waiting on. They was waiting on these prophecies, these words to be fulfilled. Daniel chapter 7, and we're going to start at the 18th verse. Daniel chapter 7, verse 18. Read on.
But the saints of the Most High.
The saints of the Most High, which are the Israelites. Read on.
Shall take the kingdom.
Yeah, we're going to take the kingdom. Christ's going to give it to us, and we're going to say the water. That's taking it. Everybody understand that? Everybody got that, right? Read on.
And possess the kingdom.
Possess it means it's going to be ours. We are going to own it. Read on.
Forever.
How long?
Forever.
How long?
Forever.
How long is forever, everybody? It's forever. And then when that ends, it's going to go forever after that. That's why I said forever, forever, and ever. Every time ever end, it's going to be a new ever. That's how long we're going to possess it. Everybody understand that? Read it one more time.
Verse 18.
Come on.
But the saints of the Most High
Read on.
shall take the kingdom.
Read on.
And possess the kingdom.
Read on.
Forever.
Read on.
Even forever.
Read on.
And ever.
And ever and ever. Everybody understand that, right? Everybody know that, right? Okay, now let's go from there and let's go down a little bit because we want to find out what this kingdom is. We're still looking for what the kingdom is. Let's go to the 26th verse, verse 26. But prior to this verse that we're reading, it gives us some prophecies about some other nations that was going to rule. Everybody understand that? Leading all the way up to America. And it's letting you know that they ain't going to rule forever. America swear they here forever. They on the top of the world. They swearing that, you know, we just getting started, buddy. And when you go through the timeline, because this is real, what's funny about it, they are just getting started. They just getting a lock on the planet Earth. They're just getting ready. They ain't even got everybody locked down. Jake's still making money, you know. Illegal money, you know. So they can't even lock everybody down yet. They getting ready to lock everybody down, trying to force the mark of the beast on you. You ain't gonna be able to buy or sell. That's when you know this society is locked down. When you can't buy. How you can't buy?